So I was just gonna go mining off camera, and I found this massive cave, and I think I'm gonna do it on camera since I don't know, there could be content there. Like I might die. I don't know. So let's go check it out. Hello. That's so many zombies. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Just one at a time. Ow. Okay. Let me just... Here we go. Keep it orderly, guys. Let's keep it orderly. Jesus. He has a sword. I don't know what. I do not want to get hit by that thing. Okay. Okay, sorry for the no commentary there. I was locking in. Jesus Christ. That was so many zombies. I'm gonna go, hello sheep. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go home. Build a little house. Make a proper farm. Throw, yeah. Called it. I'm gonna deal with that. Oh boy. I'm glad I got that on camera because I got way too cocky there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was me being cocky. Hello. Hello, skeleton. Everything, hold on. Yeah, go after him. Ow. Ow. Pick. What? I put my shit. Yeah, that was a fucking stupid mistake from me. I'm gonna blame it to the fact that I'm sick. That's the only defense I have for myself. Where's my fossils? There they are. Yeah, I ruined the landscape. Great. This is why I should have made a base. In the end of the last episode, I should have started working on one, but no. But no, alas, I decided to blow myself up. I gotta use an axe on this motherfucker. There we go. Let's... Hello, spider. Spider. Spider don't care. Just gonna see it starts crawling towards me. Okay, let me deal with this guy. I don't want him here. Get out of here. I don't know if I want to live in this whole area, but ow, that hurt. That explosion. I'm very glad I caught that on camera. Because what happens when you get overconfident in iron armor is that you explode. I was gonna do this. This is another day session recorded that I'm recording. Jesus Christ. Jungle Temple. Or no, wait, what? Where's that? That's not a Jungle Temple. No, it's not. Oh, that's one of those. Wait, hold on. What? Is this an archaeology thing? It might be. Yeah, I think so. I said I was going to call you if I found something interesting. I did. Ooh, gold blocks. Wow. I said I wanted an anvil, but, you know, I'll take it. Ah, bollocks, what do I not want? Okay, I'll take gold. Hidden chest. That's brilliant. Broke. Y'all are broke. We'll excavate this at some point. I think I've gone too far. It's this way. Yeah, it's gotta be this way. But hey, we found something cool. I did say I guess I won't cut, but I'll probably cut now. When I find something interesting again or get back home. After saying I think it's there for now 16,000 times in this video, I genuinely think it's over there. Think, not think. I know how to speak this language, right? It's just my accent comes out a lot more when I'm sick, so apologies. Apollo cheese. Apollo 11 cheese. You think they have cheese on the Apollo 11 mission? That's what I want to know. Did they get cheese? Did they get cheddar? Were they handed cheddar in the Apollo 11 mission? Yeah, this is home. We're finally back. I thought it was over -1,000, but no, it's -600, 300. Hello, Appa. I have a name tag I can use on him. Now, let's go. And we got a lot of stuff. Wait, I want my shovel. Hell yeah. Where's my name tag? Oh, if anyone could make a texture pack to retexture the horse into actual Appa, I'd give you money for it, honestly. I'd pay someone to do that. Hey, Appa. It's just not the right color, really, but it's not the wrong color either, that's the thing. But we've got Appa over here. He just needs... He's low on... He doesn't have great health. He's got less health than me, and he's a horse. Now that we're back here, we're gonna really actually, like, base up. I always keep saying, oh, I'm gonna go get diamonds now. But it's like, I don't need diamond armor. Power plates with his series with iron tools. We're good. We'll get diamond when we get diamond. Now we're gonna make a tiny little hut on this hill that we're gonna take down later on because I want to have the harbor there and blah blah blah. But I just want to have a place where I can sit. It's going to be a wood hut. It is going to be ugly, and it's going to be home. You know, it's genuinely not going to look great. So I'll take the logs. Hold on, I was gonna make a new shovel, wasn't I? Yeah, I have iron. I have iron for shoveler. Oh right, yeah, it's only one. I forget. We're gonna make a small little hut here that we're gonna live in. It's gonna be ugly as crap, and it's going to do wonders for us. Appa keeps roaming off. You know what? Good for him. He's an airbender. He's got the airbender spirit. You know. He's the original airbenders, actually. It's gonna be a real ugly house because I need a home. That's it. I just need a house. Small little cottage house. Not even a cottage. It's not even gonna look like a cottage. It's just a thing. I should probably put wood there. Not planks, wood, which is... I need 4. Oh, why am I getting them? Let me turn off. My phone has started crashing less and less. I think it's just more on it. I think it just can't handle video games anymore. Can't even handle mobile games. What an amateur. I need to make one more. It's annoying because it gets 3. Why can't it just give me 4? I need a woodcutter item, honestly. Oops. There you go. House. Door. It's really ugly. And it's mine. For now. And the reason I'm making it out of wood and not cobblestone is because I want to be able to tear it down. I think I can tear down cobblestone. It's just I don't want to mine cobblestone. That feels weird. Anytime I have to mine cobblestone. Like, okay, I'll mine stone. Just something in my brain doesn't let me mine cobblestone. I forgot to put one here. Door height. Okay, now I have 2 left. We're gonna mine more wood. Probably plant some saplings down now that I'm thinking about it. It's gonna be a really ugly house. I'm not the greatest builder, but that's not me actually trying, to be fair, so. Anyway. Well, I put this in here, as you can see, and we're getting. Oh my shit! I don't know. We're getting dinosaurs, and we're getting Nautilus as well. Silly guy. I want to make a jukebox. Ugh. I want a diamond for jukebox though. Let's probably cook the food, huh? And cook with a torch. 5. And then that'd be 6. I can do math. I'm good at math. Totally. Now, what else? I need wood, but I was gonna plant this sapling down. Put it there. Appa, where are you off to, buddy? Okay, bye-bye. I'd love to get someone to make a texture pack that changes a horse. Just that horse. To be Appa, but the problem is like it changes all the horses. It would be cooler if there was like a name tag skin. Which there are a few in the FA mod, which I will be showing off in some episodes. Dun dun dun. So yeah. Also, sometime in the future, this is a sneak peek, and this is, I'm allowed to say this because this is not technically, it's not unofficial, but it's not official with the mod, you know what I mean? So I have a custom version of the mod. Shout out to one of the developers, Darkred, who's the coder for the mod, for making it, which is very funny. I say that because instead of being like completely different, it's not that different. And there are some jokes there that you won't get unless you're in the Discord server, I guess. But there's only 2 biomes really. There's an ocean biome and there's a volcano biome. And the competition in the future, and I've yet to decide the details, so I don't know if I'm gonna have it be viewers in the first iteration of the competition. I will in the future, but the first iteration will definitely have some of the people on the FA server that do content, or will be doing content, competing either with each other or in separate worlds, seeing who could take the least amount of times to make and hatch a dinosaur. The funny thing is though, actually we'll leave the rest. Crap. We'll leave the rest to be a surprise, sort of, but the first person to do it will get a reward. I'm thinking about $100, you know. Just what to say. Don't like the you know, giving money to people and making content off of it. I mainly dislike it for like people who genuinely like are in poverty and are, you know, struggling with immense debt or are homeless. But these are just like people I'd consider friends even. Apologies for that sniffle there. And the you know, it's gonna be simple. If I do it in one server, it's going to be a little more chaotic. I'm putting it there. I have a house now. Sorry. But the main premise is just the first person to make a dinosaurs gets $100. But the challenge is it's only 2 biomes. Yeah, but I still have to make sure that I still have to go over things, make sure that it's actually possible to actually make a dinosaur. You know, I looked over the thing on. I looked over the pack, the mod. I just call it pack. It's a mod. A launch date. I didn't do it on stream though, but looked over it, and I did find a tree. So I do think progression is possible. Plus, there is an ocean, so there are going to be caves as well. The problem is I'm not quite sure about culture vats, and I might have to like hide things around. I haven't worked out the details, but I really want to do this. Is it? It's a thunderstorm. I'm asleep. I don't want to deal with mobs. Why do I have? Oh, I made another bed while I was away mining. I forgot. We're on day 11. How many hours did this been? That's only 2 hours. Wait, what? Time went up 2 hours. One of these numbers not like the others, huh? Whatever. Doesn't matter. So yeah, but that's kind of the aim. To make something silly. There are other plans that. Yeah, screw it. I'm planning these things. I can talk about them. I want to make a modded multiplayer series. Not focused around FA. What I think the issue is by doing that is that while yes you can have a mod pack with a bunch of other cool mods, calling it like FA SMP or FA like a multiplayer server with like having FA and like the name or title whatever kind of makes people kind of pushes people towards focusing too much on FA, and I don't want people there that find, let's say, the crate mod interesting, or I don't know, mine colonies, or whatever mod we will be there, to be like, oh, I guess I have to also figure out a way to like integrate my ideas for my project with FA. Like, no, like FA will be there, and I'll probably be using FA myself, but I don't want people who don't want to make a dinosaur park to be forced to make a dinosaur park. I want to be a bunch of mods, so it could be a very like diverse, world, diverse group of people with a diverse world. Like obviously, a lot of the people who are going to be, who I hope that are willing to take part in it, are going to be part of the FA, group. The group of people on FA that make videos. But I don't want them to feel like, oh, I have to make a park. Like I have to make a dinosaur park. I don't want them to feel like that, and that's kind of where my idea, my hope for this is, leading. It's more of, we'll make a mod pack. It'll probably have FA in it. I'll give you a 90% chance it'll have FA. So it's most likely going to be, like I said, on 1.18.2. But it doesn't have to be the only mod. It doesn't have to be the main focus. We could have FA. We could have crate. We could have mine colonies. We could have, so many other cool mods. There's so many cool mods in this version out there. And I hope that would help also with people, not feeling burnt out like right away as the thing starts. And that's one of my worries, is that no matter what I do, no matter what I do or anyone else does, people are just going to end up not playing because they're going to feel burnt out. I don't want that. I want people to play there because it's fun and we can make a lot of content together as a group of people. They want to make content and that want to, that want to just hang out, do funny things. Sorry, I'm moving my mic a little bit. Do silly things, be goofy idiots. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna pull a prank. I'm gonna put a conveyor belt in this guy's house, and he's gotta get rid of it because I'm not good with, just have, I want it to feel genuinely like an actual SMP. And so the idea of what I want is people that are. Now I'm going into territory where it's difficult to talk about it, but I want people that, those people who know who they are, they know who they are. Put it in a chat that isn't. Okay, scrap that. Those who know what I'm talking about, and I have asked people that are probably going to be involved in this. to just suggest mods that they like, and then I want to, then we're gonna go through the mods and figure out which of the mods, and obviously have to make them, we have to make the mod pack, but then obviously we have to also make sure that, if one mod, if let's say someone tomorrow suggests a mod, and then 5 days later someone suggests B mod, but B mod and A mod are not compatible, and that's the only issue. B mod would sadly probably be removed because A mod came first, unless we vote for B mod instead of A mod. You know what I mean? We'd have to figure those out, because there are gonna be things that might happen that might be mods that are incompatible with each other and stuff like that. But starting off, I'm thinking about this. It's going to be 1.18. It's probably gonna have Crate. It's probably gonna have FA. Those are like the two big ones. I would love to see Mine Colonies, but I know some people don't like it. But it's again the thing, like, I just want to have silly, goofy fun in videos, making videos with people that I enjoy making videos with. They might get tired of me though, but whatever. That's a them issue, not me. It's not a me problem. That's a problem with them. Yeah. Like, so that's where things are going. And I also just want to make another series where I'm just playing this mod in a mod pack with one of my friends that hopefully happens sooner rather than later. And there's so many cool ideas. But the thing is, I also don't want to like invite people to this pack and then do all of this work and make them feel forced to make videos because all of the effort. Like, no, I want them to do it because this is a cool time to hang out, and I want people to feel comfortable to go on there and just either record alone, just do a silly episode, or record, or have a group activity thing going on. There's so many things that we can do as a group, and I think in this community that would that would make really cool content, and I don't want to see that opportunity go to waste. That's my worry, that we let this real opportunity of a bunch of really cool people that know each other, that genuinely are very funny. It's a group of people that are really funny to be around. There's a dynamic there. There's a whole like dynamic with how everyone seems to like fit in with a role or a reason. You got this person is, and I want that potential to be, realized. And my worry in all of this, I guess, is that won't happen. And that'd be really unfortunate, really. That's the only word. It wouldn't be sad. It's a Minecraft server. It would be a Minecraft server with a bunch of idiots making content, but it'd still be unfortunate if we allow this opportunity to pass us without, without actually doing things. And one of the issues I might be is that, for example, let's say we do this. I also don't maybe want to make people feel forced to have to be there for the start of the series. Like, obviously I would want everyone to be there for the first, moment. Have a circle, like, the time shot style, introduce everyone, blah blah blah. But it's like, if you don't make it, you don't make it. And you'll show up, if you're invited, you'll show up, you'll be in the video and all of that. So there's a lot of things about it. And the reason why I'm not allowed to talk about this is because the current idea that I'm doing, I want to plan it myself. I would completely, I'll say this would not be an idea that is like endorsed by FA in any way, like in the actual model. Like I said, I don't want it to be exclusively FA. Never mind. That's the thing, I don't want it to be exclusively FA. That's the thing, I don't. Wait, I can just, wait, that's right, I could have that. Let's put a dirt block down. Well, that's the thing. I don't want this to be exclusively FA. I just want it to be a mod pack that is enjoyable. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a mod pack with a bunch of mods. Focus on, you know, allowing people to allowing people to, you know, discuss, allowing people to express themselves in content creation, giving them like a, you know, a blank canvas and letting them just express themselves in funny content. Of course there will be duos and trios that like form, but there will also be a bunch of potential for for really funny moments and stuff like that. And I think if we do this, it'll open up a possibility of an entire, you know, group of people making content on other things, other games. There's a bunch of multiplayer games out there that this group of people that I have envisioned. And the reason why I'm talking about this, I'm not naming names. I will not name names until I have confirmation of people that I want to be involved, that are going to be involved. But once we have this group of people figured out, there's so many things that they can do. It's not just Minecraft. It's not limited to Minecraft. You know, you think about all the times that, let's say, person A, person B, and person C plays a game together. They can do that. But then they can also just have one person record. And you get content, funny moments that you can remember, look back on fondly and all of that. And that's what, you know, I'm hoping for. And I'm saying it like, I think the thing that has the biggest chance of succeeding is going to be a Minecraft server with mods hosted by someone, be it me or be it someone else, and it would work, and I hope it would. And that's the thing, like, that doesn't mean the other ideas with other games is gonna work. Or maybe maybe we don't do Minecraft, but we start playing other games instead, and then Minecraft comes along naturally, or whatever. So I wanted to take this chance to kind of just like rant about this video is gonna be so completely weird. The part that I recorded yesterday was a lot more chaotic, and we got this part which is just being lost in the jungle and then talking about the future of like my channel, of what I want to do with a lot of people that I know and think we'll be able to make cool content together. But I'm gonna leave this video of how to FA here. This video was more of a story time video than really how to FA. But that's the thing, the point of this series isn't always to be educational or a tutorial series. Next time I might show up with fossils and start working with the actual mod and creating eggs and stuff like that so I can get ready. I might not. The thing is, as you've seen with this series, it's been very flip-floppy. I said in the second episode, I'm gonna start looking for diamonds. Then the title of the video, getting settled. Because I decided, yeah, actually, no, never mind, I'm gonna go and get settled. Also, I realized something. I was talking about how there's no music. That's my fault. I had the music turned off. My bad. Hopefully now we get some ambiance in the right times. I'm gonna hope that I can start speeding up the progress. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this video of me dying, being lost, and then talking about what we're going to do in the future. But like I say in every episode, bye.